investigation, please let us know.
We have our people at work, though. They did not technically act against us, but we're still keeping vigilant.
Yes, better safe. But now that I have, well, freed you up from the incessant questions of those who are perhaps over-intentioned, I will leave you to be free, as it were.
Lawmaker's grace be with you.
And with you. Oh, hello. Where'd she come from?
As marching on in to the building, fashionably late. Vickers, you see the Duchess, Lady Odessa, who does kind of just beeline towards you and Mother Brenda.
Oh, hi. I would let her make her statement. If I see her gunning for us, I'm not gonna greet her. I'm just gonna let her, let her make her entrance.
Divine Mother, thank you for helping set everything up here today. And good day to you, Mr. Mercy. I see your wound appears to be better.
Indeed. Thank you for your concern.
It was quite the heroic act you did earlier. Did you know, Your Holiness, that this was one of the individuals who saved the Lord Councillor earlier? As she's just going to briefly mention and slightly name drop some of your actions earlier.
Sweet.
Gonna brag for us. Nice.
Yeah.
She appears to have her own business, but she's also fully here to hype up her allies.
Mm-hmm.
And it does appear she's caught the attention of the room. Neither who want to approach her, but her being is caught attention. The priests look like they want to have a word with her, but also are too scared to talk to her.
Don't even try it.
She has a reputation for not getting along with the priests.
Oh.
As the new round kind of comes around, various people begin to mingle some more. Some start heading towards the dining room to enjoy several courses of food that are being laid out. Very much more as a, pick what food you would like and wander around while eating. There are seats if you would like them. But much activity is being moved to the dining hall. I will ask, Jonas, are you allowing the Viscount Basque to head to the dining hall?
Yeah, I would be weird to like kidnap him into a corner. I mean, if there wasn't any witnesses in there, I might like knock him out and stuff in the cabinet. But here we are.
I love when Amanus leaves, the aura of despair drops off his position.
Yes.
There's quite a lot of individuals currently here, or grabbing a bit of food off the little banquet going on. The buffet, I suppose. Yes, the buffet.
Uh-huh.
There are various servants constantly bringing in like new plates of food and sweets and refills for your drink. It's very much the situation of like, you have a drink in your hand, it's empty, and before you've had a chance to ask anyone for a drink, someone's filled it up again.
Of course.
Servers are working like clockwork right now. Where people seem to give Amonis a bit of a berth as he walks in, clanking in armor.
Yeah, I'm surprisingly fast in this armor.
You are. You can get around that buffet table in no time.
Oh yeah.
Like a freight train. Watch out, servants.
Yep. Charge. Focus spell, heroic charge, the buffet table.
Isaac Thorne is gonna stay out of the dining room. He doesn't really subscribe to being served food.
He only eats what he kills.
Well, he only eats what he himself acquires, which does include stealing from the kitchen.
Fair enough.
But having servants walking around and constantly refilling your drink is kind of against that.
Yeah, like no, I need at least some effort on of acquiring my stuff.
Your hunt might be the urban form of hunt, but you need to hunt somehow.
The urban form of hunting, is that going to the supermarket? Like what?
Or diving through the dumpster.
The effort's
These
the
are
the
cool.
effort's the important part.
The chefs have actually figured Isaac out, and they just leave it, like, just out of direct line of
Yeah.
sight for him.
Oh,
Yeah.
the ones in Sokai absolutely have.
Yeah, like they
like-
know he's gonna come and steal, so they just make it easier
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah, what they frequently end up doing is like you have like the serving up area where you put plates up like ready to be taken away, and they just leave an extra one there, which is actually Isaac's one, but make it look like they've forgotten to bring it out, or like
Yeah.
so like when Isaac walks in, he can steal it.
They quote unquote forgot.
Mm-hmm. They say really loudly, "Oh no, we've made an extra dish." Oh.
Pretty much.
Oh no.
I mean, they're not supposed to make it easy. Defeats the point.
I mean, they can say like, did you make the X6 for the poison testing or something?
No,
Which is-
they have like one of these like little activity balls you give to pets. That have things inside.
They're not gonna make it too. They're not gonna make it too easy on Isaac, but
Like a
You need to poke
puzzle
the
ball.
puzzle box to get it out. Yeah, puzzle ball, exactly.
how to keep your urban druid well entertained.
Oh, the things we do.
Is there anything Amonis would like to at this time? Mingle and eat is a fairly valid option if that's just what you want to do instead. But you can try to direct your efforts somewhere.
I mean, I feel like I should at least talk to not to Decim over here. Find something out. You seem strangely familiar, good sir.
As you will have a
Carrier of a secret sorrow, no doubt.
you would like to have a chat with this very tired artist of a noble.
Yes, yes.
Very well. He seems to be quite knowledgeable about various things, introducing himself of the minor house of Caladan.
Yes. I have heard very honorable things about House Caladan. We are very impressed.
Something about a debt, I believe.
There's Alaric.
There was also that fire.
Where's
in
Hugh?
pairs somehow.
Three
I'm not sure how
pairs.
that
He very quickly interrupts you when you try bringing up the free pairs.
is. That was terrible news, I heard.
He very quickly tries to change the subject, having a slightly dread look over his face at
Oh,
the
of
same
course,
time.
very polite. Very
Manfred.
polite, allowed to change
The Manfred Memorial has been put up already.
Does that mean Hugo is somewhere here?
Who knows? Maybe he's hanging out with Glory in the stables.
Oh, wouldn't that be magnificent?
But yeah, diplomacy, I guess. To
You can gather information off of him.
yeah, give us some
He's
information.
a very knowledgeable man.
Yes. Oh, that's a bad roll.
Hero point.
Yeah,
Hero
hero
point.
right?
Sure.
You got an extra one
Yes.
earlier. You might
You
as
do
well
have an
use
extra
it.
inspired hero point.
You got multiples. There you go.
Alright.
There you go.
It's 19.
Instead of simply getting a conversation regarding a certain painting,
Mhm.
you will instead learn something of value here.
Oh, good.
Instead of taking mental damage.
Yeah.
You know that painting would do.
Oh, yeah.
But you kind of strike up a small conversation. It kind of goes back and forth for a bit. Is there a particular topic you would like to try and learn information on? He seems very well informed.
Let me see here. Does anyone want some particular information or any scheme we're
Well-
trying to uncover that could be useful?
I feel like we need to know which of the family exist in this world. Is it all of them? Is it just Decim?
I heard a strange thing about a brother kept as a ward and then vanished strangely on the way back to his homeland. Very, very mysterious what happened there.
He sadly informs you that the House of Caladan has seen its numbers dwindle significantly.
That is terrible. It's simply terrible.
Maybe you could also ask him where to get a cat knight from.
Exactly. How do I import one of those?
You have to get a rabies vaccine before you.
Quarantine and whatnot. No, I think he will actually try to suss out why the young lord is not here. Because this is his party.
I'd asked around much the same, actually. He talks to you for a bit. His general impression. I gave a proper impression for you.
Oh sure, yes.
I couldn't do Decim justice.
That's okay. He lives in our memory.
Yes. But as it stands, from what he's understood, young Lord Fidian has been rather outspoken of late against his own viceroy.
No.
Regent. Technically, one and the same actually for this purpose, but
How very scandalous.
and though not much he can do about it, being not much on his own about the rest of the court supporting him, but he has been rather outspoken with wanting to take a better hand, despite his age, in deciding where, for example, money for his people should be spent.
Right.
It appears there are strong differences of opinion, and also, to his mind, possibly embezzlement.
Who could possibly be embezzling? Looks pointedly over at the Viscount.
So, as we inform you a decent bit of information, enough, and definitely enough that you can try to use it to try to get a leverage somewhere.
Yep. Fair enough.
He's very well informed, as it turns out, Decim. Ciel.
Yeah. During this time with Eve, still say, sits down behind the wall and asks from Eve, Eve, we do gonna have a talk at some point, but before that, I'm curious about something else. If you mind indulging me, and then she'll change to speak. Let's say Necrel, and simply ask Eve if she understands that. If she does not, she will change the language to something else.
She hesitates as you speak in Necrel, but it's clear she understood what you just said.
Good. That is the reaction I wanted. Well, no. That would be cruel. But
Not a tongue to speak around polite circles.
no, but I don't know anything else that could be fitting. If you have like Imperium, I mean, I can talk about Imperium, but you know.
I'll have you know I know quite a lot of languages.
I know only few. I'm not very smart.
Oh, you're plenty smart enough. She gently caresses your cheek slightly.
Get a room.
Well,
You have a room.
Imperium it is then. So she just looks of these like attendances and then asking Imperium. So Eve, just to ask in straight. Is there something you want me to acquire or do in this event?
You personally?
Or our party?
I mean, I will say it would be, should something happen to my dear brother, I would have a strong place to vote on his behalf as the only other member of our family really here.
Like, Khan?
He kind of looks at you with a very cold look right now. You know what he's like. As it stands, it's a zero-sum game here. One of us is going to lose. He doesn't like me, I don't like him. I'd rather he not be dead, but, you know. I'm not sure how at this point, we need to get... If the only way I can help you more is if he wasn't here.
Well, I could do something about that, I guess.
Her cold look kind of continues to you for a moment here, before she tries to reply it to change it to something more polite.
It's not really my forte. I guess to go forward on message.
Well, I understand it's not normally your forte. I mean, if you can just simply make him disappear into the night instead, that works as well. But
Is he very willful?
Craven Fool, not particularly willful in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, he's warded himself quite strongly. He knows of my powers and doesn't exactly want anyone messing in his head. Quite a shame.
So no mental effects, you would say.
Not unless you can bring his ward down.
Well, I'm not a caster like Ceres.
Would be doing me a great favor though if you could do this.
I mean, I'm gonna need that favor quite soon.
It's, from what I can tell, you are all planning something rather ambitious.
Oh, I don't need that favor for them. I need that for personal reason because I don't want to be backstabbing you for the information that I have. I'm going to tell you later on.
Oh, this is going to get interesting.
It's gonna get problematic. I shall be off. Ta-da! I was just gonna take action to then gather information by using perception and seek and spirituing to get an idea of presence of souls and this kind of things in the area and the house. But just gonna walk around. And I will inform Vikas of this request from Seal's friend.
Add quest. Dispose of Viscount. Lethal or non-lethal?
You get a chuckle back. That's all you get from Vicky.
Yeah, but I will be using this, and I guess I'm gonna give a perception roll.
You're trying to seek spirits somewhere in the house.
Just gonna do it.
But you can't. Your Can you roll me an occultism roll as well?
Sure.
You notice two things. You notice a wall has been placed around the entire house, barring all forms of teleportation. The entire house is anchored. Which is interesting. You also come to realize that some of the rooms that were supposedly out of use definitely have people in them. Notably, the lounge and music room to the right-hand side of the on the right-hand side of the dining hall and like north of the reception hall. There you can see multiple presence in there, multiple spirits moving. About 4 of them.
Information forwarded to Vikas again.
Hopefully useful though.
Vikas can share it ahead, but you know. That is my turn.
Miss Talani.
Well, pardon me. Know more about these two. There is more done, I feel.
You can see the large collection of people in the dining hall if you want to look at the general crowd.
I can't see them. Go over. I suppose.
Decent crowd in here.
Nobility or mage?
All areas you have expertise in.
Exactly. Does the pompous lord and the disgruntled noble have any particular heraldry on them?
They do.
Anything Ceres recognizes?
I don't know, do you?
Possibly. Who knows? You.
The bottom one, Lord Carrick, part of House Front, does not. They are an insignificant house. They hold a manor down in down in the Duke's the Duke's lands. They have a small village and a few a large area of farmland. That's about it. It's basically, imagine the same amount of land the Caladans kind of had at the start.
Okay.
Not anything that's particularly significant on the grand scale. Lord Scion of Halrithrian, the pompous noble. Wait, you recognize that symbol? Aren't their house the current treasurers of the Empire?
Treasurer, interesting. Okay.
He does love, you know, as someone else would say, they do love their gold.
Okay.
Is there anyone Ceres would like to direct her attention to?
I don't know an angle for it. I think. Or a pick him. Who's this?
That is the writer who was with Senna when you first came in. The author of current events and fiction and non-fiction.
He's a journalist? My god.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we'll go with a court mage. Let's see if we can get an in there.
So just want to talk to a reporter.
No. Hey,
Well, he
twist.
thinks he's more of a writer than a reporter, but you know.
Ceres knows PR. Never talk to a journalist if you can help it.
Someone has to.
Yeah. Ceres, however, will approach the court mage.
He's currently standing there with a small plate of hors d'oeuvres.
I suppose she would have picked up a drink.
You can pick up a drink. That's fine.
I suppose I think Ceres' angle would be to try and just get to know him as a person, I guess. To like.
I mean, what's your goal here? Is your goal to try and like win an in with him?
Yes, it is exactly that. See if he's like particularly loyal to Lord Van Horn, or if he isn't particularly loyal, maybe more to the young Duke, and then use that as an like try getting in.
Okay, you can try to befriend your way in.
I might. If that's not a success, I might.
That will not be enough to earn to get much out of him.
Let's reroll. Oh, that's excellent.
You strike up a conversation, but as with many nobles, he has learned to keep his cards to his chest. He does appear to be a sanctioned court mage, as far as you can tell. He has the pin and everything.
Fancy.
But he chats with you and has small talks. All the polite pleasantries, asking about where you're from and how things are going, and
Yeah.
about the state of affairs recently. Reassuring you that the entire manor has been warded against such assassins' attempts.
Ceres will tell him she. Clearly obvious to her, even if he doesn't need to know that it found out through a line of messages.
Of course. Just trying to reassure everyone, that's all. Can't have those terrible events continue here. Not with so many important people in one place.
Will nod.
Be a disgrace to my young master's name to have anything happen.
I hope the young master, if he's not in attendance, is away so that he may be safer in case they do decide to target a cluster of high-profile people.
He's he's safely inlaid within my wards. He's not in danger right now.
So he is here. The Lord made it sound like it was his bedtime. So I think much higher of the Duke, of the young Duke, than I think the Lord does.
Homage goes quiet at this point, perhaps realizing he said too much.
Caught him out.
It's clear the regent has been putting pressure on everyone.
Yeah. Hang on, I can see Vicus from where I am, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
if
don't see you though.
if a spell has a subtle trait on, that means that you shouldn't be able to see, right? Or notice particularly.
Something that has a subtle trait is hard to immediately notice. It doesn't have obvious components.
All right, then. Ceres will use her messenger ring. It allows her to cast a message as a innate at will spell to relay that the Duke is likely.
All right.
I'm sure she can like hide her moving lips for those few words behind her glass.
Fake drink of the wine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
I guess that's me.
Yeah, that's you done. Isaac? Is there anything
Right,
you would
well,
like to
that does not change what I want to do. Isaac wants to snoop around in the places he's not allowed to go. Specifically, of course, making use of him being a druid and all. You find a secluded spot, ideally either outside or with a window outside, and do some wild shape shenanigans.
So, Mammoth?
Yes, exactly. A dragon, actually. No.
While the guards are still on alert for a possible dragon. Yes.
It is I, dragon. No. He wants to turn into a whatever variant of local birds is very common. And then basically
A local species of blue jay is quite common.
sure, blue jay, perfect. And then just snoop around outside and try to get a peek into the rooms that the guards are, well, guarding, basically.
Okay. Let's see. It's not too hard for Isaac to find a way to get outside. Turns out, building like this has a lot of windows. Okay. Do you want to roll me a perception roll?
Sure. Secret or open?
It's going to be open.
Nat 20.
Well, you bear witness to many things as you fly around.
Oh god. They cannot be unseen.
Things may not be unseen. as you fly around the outside of the little blue jay. You can see several mages on the top floor, all at work. Probably the people who are warding the place actively as the party's going on.
Not warding from druids, are you?
Well, then that's not their largest concern right now. So no. Though perhaps that is their mistake.
Their luck, if anything. Their ally.
We will see. But otherwise, you don't see much activity on the upper floor right now. There's not really much going on up. At least not that you can tell. There's no real lights turned on, and you don't see any immediate movement through the windows, and you feel like your eyes are fairly sharp today. You have a good feeling about what you're seeing. You do notice, outside, though it's subtly hidden, you can notice on the outside a extra retinue of guards who has been kind of placed out of line of sight, but like who could very quickly get in defensive position or get inside very quickly if needed. Seemingly with the Duke's sigil on it. It seems like they're rather paranoid something might happen.
And that makes sense.
But neither of those what you were looking. As you continue to fly around, you do witness more though. I'm going to grab an. Go this way. Go this way. You see the servants obviously cooking away, and you even briefly get to see an unusual painting being looked at in one of the back rooms.
Speaking of things that cannot be unseen.
You try not to look at it too hard as you feel like your brain starts hurting. Terrible things are on that painting. You also bet a strangely intelligent cat sitting on a windowsill.
Oh no. My arch nemesis.
As the cat just kind of looks at you as you kind of fly on the round to the outside. As you see inside the music room that's supposedly not finished, though it looks pretty fancy as you fly around out there. You see an elven woman playing the piano in there, though you don't remember anyone playing piano from what you could hear from the inside. You just see the cat just on the windowsill kind of lying there, just kind of watching you. Very intelligent eyes, just kind of scanning and following. And then the cat kind of turn its head around and start mewing, but in a way that to your mind, that's actually talking. That's not a cat sound. That's the cat's talking. You just can't hear the noise for some reason.
Magic, probably.
It does seems like that room is magically soundproofed. You think you can see others in there, but you can't really make them out from where you are.
Okay. Isaac's not afraid of some cat, especially if there's a pane of glass in the way.
Yeah, there's a pane of glass in the way. Window's closed.
What does the reaction appear to be if he just keeps sitting there for just, a little while longer?
He just starts staring at you. Like very, very knowingly just kind of staring at you and then kind of like puts a paw up to the glass to see your reaction. Just kind of holding it there.
Isaac does like a very unbird-like motion of I know you know, basically, like an nod.
The cat nods. You don't get the sense it's told anyone you're out there.
It hasn't?
You don't think it's told them about you. They're just kind of staring at you right now.
You know what? I'm not
it seems curious, basically.
I'm not gonna question it. You do you, cat. But if there's just some, I don't know, maybe they just wanted to keep the room for piano playing silently for some reason.
The cat kind of looks to you, confused. Kind of
I
hops
am too, cat.
kind of hops up on one of the shelves and like near the top of the window. Looks at you, looks at the latch, looks at you.
I wouldn't do that if I were you, cat. I mean, I just gonna do like a nod towards maybe somewhere deeper in the garden towards the cat, and then like fly over there, see if the cat comes.
Are you staying as a little bird out there?
Uh, you know what? No, he's gonna turn back into himself. You know, he doesn't want to seem deceiving or anything if it does come.
Yeah. A few minutes later, you see a small black cat wander up to you with this stark intelligence that it's not from a normal animal. It kind of just licks its paw a little bit and looks at you.
I mean, what is it? Is it like just a very smart cat, or is it like awakened? Is it like another druid? Can I like nature?
You can
maybe?
nature.
That's nature. 32.
It's mostly a normal animal, but someone's familiar.
Okay.
This cat has someone else's power flowing through it, giving it a wisp of intelligence, even though it's still a normal animal.
Does I like know if it can like properly talk?
It might be able to. It hasn't so far, but you did see it like seemingly communicating with someone inside briefly.
All right.
It kind of stares at you for a moment. Clearly trying to see if clearly trying to assess the strange man who flew up as a bird.
Like keeps eye contact for a moment before he says, "That piano playing must be pretty bad to keep the room silent, eh? Can't annoy the guests."
The cell's not that bad, though it would help if they actually tuned the thing. An out of tune piano is one of the worst, you know. It just speaks back to you, in plain old common.
Isaac nods. Your comment's pretty good for a cat.
I do think so myself.
So, I have to admit, I'm perhaps slightly overly curious, but what's up with that room? Why is it silent when there's a party going on?
Because they don't want anyone to go in there.
And why didn't they just say, hey, that room is busy, and instead gave us some lie about it being unfinished and empty?
I mean, they've also locked the doors and, well, mostly locked the door.
Okay, that makes it stranger, but is no answer.
You think I understand what all the humans are up to?
I mean, I understand humans can be weird.
Very. They don't make any sense. My master makes some sense, but in general, humans don't make sense. And the elven maid, less so. Julia I don't know what's up with her.
How so?
She just goes off into these long stares, as if remembering something from a time long ago, and then just looks so weird. I don't know. I don't know why they keep her around. I guess she doesn't speak up against anything. She just does what she's told. That's so weird. Are you supposed to be one of the guests here?
I am one of the guests.
Most guests don't turn into birds.
Most guests aren't me. In fact, none of them are, ever.
He nods.
Well, it was nice chatting with you. I haven't finished snooping yet.
Anything you're looking for?
I don't know. Out of the ordinary. Do you know what the what's his name? The boy actually in charge of all of this is doing?
Listening to Lizelle.
Who's that?
He looks back at the elf playing the piano.
Oh, he's in there?
Mm,
So that explains why the room is silent.
he's not. He's been made to stay in there, if he likes it or not. He's real bored,
Would you
to be honest.
would you have liked to join the party?
I imagine he would.
Hmm.
But yeah, that human in charge of him doesn't want him to go out.
Who's that?
He gives a rather insulting description of the Regent Van Horn.
Okay. Well, maybe I can help him out. I'll have to think. Make this party a bit more interesting for everyone involved, including the boy.
Yep, we'll be finishing up soon. Don't worry. There you go, nods. Anything else interesting? If you're interested, there's a whole bunch of mice under the kitchen.
Thank you. I've eaten.
Mm. Well, more for me. They're not very chatty though. They're not like me. In that squeaks are out of pitch. He nods to himself.
Right, you go back, I suppose, before they wonder where you went, and I'll do my thing.
I'm a cat. I'm always wonder of.
True, actually.
Just
All right.
He just turns around, starts walking away.
Hmm. All right. I suppose Isaac will do the thing where he tries to get Vickers' attention to relay that information to everyone, basically.
You wave wildly through a window.
Yeah. Hey, Vickers, I'm out here.
I mean, is there an open window?
I mean, there's a window you can see through, so you've got line of sight. You can walk up to one and open one.
It's line of effect. So yeah, I'll telepathic message him and go. What? You have 25
Well,
words.
the boys in that room, as he like points. The room is silenced, but it's very likely he actually would like to participate in this party. Do with that what you will. I don't know if that was 25 words.
Okay. Well, I got the gist of it. Let's see here.
I like the idea of it cutting off. I don't know if that's.
I
How
don't
many
know,
words
yeah.
do I have?
Just a silence in the back.
Beep, beep, beep.
Yeah. Dial. So which direction? This side?
Yeah, in
There.
this room.
Okay. I mean, overtly I can't do much because I could go and lock the door, but I'm gonna get murdered. So
There are guards standing in front of the doors.
yeah.
I mean, maybe one of us distracts the guards and someone else engages the boy in a bit of a conversation. Influence
Yes,
him.
perhaps.
Somehow undermine his regent. Let him get out here, have some fun. In this incredibly boring social event.
God, getting Ceres to drag the boy down would be hilarious.
Where is Ceres right now?
He's in the dining
In the
room,
dining hall. Yeah.
having a very boring conversation.
Alright, which way are you facing? Which way are you
I'm facing towards the door. Like the...
To me.
Yeah.
You see me?
Yeah.
Okay. I give you... Hold on. Because I'm wearing my time here. I can be casting spells all the time. But I give you a hand signal. Like, as subtle as I can. But like, I catch your attention.
Yeah.
And I basically just beckon you.
Ceres just leaves the conversation.
Yeah, and I'll head over to the... I don't know how far I can go with this turn. Like,
I mean, the turn represents a significant amount of time, so you can wander around. So.
yeah, I want to basically enter the room here. Oh, there's a lot of people in here.
There's a few people in.
The music, like talking right now.
Okay, so the people on the bottom end of the room are kind of focused on the bottom end of the room, right?
Even Lord Van Horn's kind of stood up at the moment and is currently discussing his like
All right.
The only downside is there's the 2 bodyguards still in this room.
Yeah, were the doors locked? Obviously, or I don't know if they're open or locked.
I could maybe try and bullshit my way past a guard.
Yeah, I'm wondering whether cause if I try and distract them, you still have to get through the door.
I mean, I can certainly cause a scene. I'm very good at that.
Oh my god. Yeah.
What kind of scene are you gonna cause?
What else is Amras gonna
Very
do?
uproarious one.
Draw the guards.
Certainly could.
I was gonna be like, hey, I have some concerns about security, and tell them like about
A strange man in the gardens.
yeah, there's a strange man in the gardens currently, and he was
Okay.
Someone
like
in the
he's
library with a
skulking about.
candlestick.
Maybe someone should go out and check that out.
You can also tell him, hey, Amanas is drunk as fuck, and he's swinging his halberd around. whoever let that guy in with weapons, my god.
Listen, subtlety is overrated.
Yes, whoever gave my king alcohol really should have read the dossier. There will be an incident. You should probably go
He
talk to
is
him right now.
about to literally spit the Viscount like a pig. Like,
This is where Avanas just heroic charges the door into the music room and goes, "Oh, this is not the laboratory."
oh, I'm terribly sorry.
But yeah, I'm basically
I
gonna.
mean, I
attempt
totally
to-
could, honestly.
Attempt to draw the guard's attention with the skulking man outside I saw, and also who the hell gave Amnes alcohol? Because goddamn, there's gonna be a
Which
scene.
guard or guard you're attempting to persuade?
These two.
Okay.
What check is that? Diplomacy.
Can I
Perception?
aid?
Okay, so if we kind of think through this, we kind of got 2 parts to this.
Yeah.
One of these is a flat-out bluff. The other is sort of a cause of distraction, both of which are deceptions normally.
Yeah.
I think.
I can give it a go.
I'm
I'm
I
not
can
very good at it.
I can aid.
Yeah, create a diversion and then a just flat-out bluff. A
Yeah.
lie.
I'm not an expert, so it's only a +1. So it's a +1.
Yeah. Well, are you doing the bluff or the diversion? Or wait, who's the? Amnes is doing the diversion. I'm bluffing. Right, that's how
Yeah.
it's working here.
I can't do
I mean,
the
Amnes is a
diversion.
physical diversion. It's more a case of which one of you is like trying to direct people to.
Oh,
Go with.
okay. I can probably do the diversion.
Well, if you direct them so that I can get the door for you, and then you can just
Yeah.
basically be like, yeah, go over there, and then hop on in.
Yeah. No, Ceres could definitely do that.
So you were going to attempt a deception to try and lure them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know who you want the rolls from first.
I think it's mostly gonna be from Ceres if she's doing the talking.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Perception. I'm
Do your
not.
best accusation of the person in the garden. You would like to.
There's a masked, strange man in the garden.
Oh my goodness!
He waved at me.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's the
amazing
shocked
at deception.
princess act with her 7 feet.
You probably
Mhm.
get Isaac gets a message from Vickers to be like, "I'll send the guards after you. You should probably get out of there."
Yeah.
act more like a creepy hobo than usual.
The check
Act-
supplies of A.
Act suspicious.
Yeah.
Suspicious. Start,
Easy.
start lifting plant pots.
He's literally just gonna like eat
Step
one of
there.
the cupcakes in the corner and then look surprised when the guards come.
Yeah,
Like, what?
Sir, are you supposed to be here?
I just hate eating in public, okay? It's a
Sir,
thing I have. Don't. I'm a guest. Trust me.
sir,
Oh,
Attempt to
Alright.
start the deception.
Oh,
can I see your invitation, sir? Wow, that is a good deception.
great start.
Well, as it turns out, the guards need to find out who is currently in the garden.
yeah, sure do.
The garden is
Honestly,
fucked up.
lads, the
Okay,
garden.
So
Run! Let's
what's
go.
what's gonna happen now is quick. I'm gonna
You have
Right in
a
the corner.
brief moment.
quick draw an invisibility potion and chug it now.
Okay.
I hope that works in here. I mean, I don't know, because it's alchemical. It's not magic, right? And then
That's not a wall against all magic, so.
gonna go to the door. And then is it locked?
The door is locked.
Okay, I need to attempt to open this then.
There is a risk to failure.
I know, but what skill is this? Thievery. Yes.
Thievery is used to open a lock.
Is this?
Only you were a patient elf, then there would be no
Yeah.
chance to fail ever.
Are these blind or these like?
You can know your result for a thievery
Okay.
because you actively know, did I
Oh.
unlock it or did I not unlock it?
What?
I do have the infiltrator's tools. It didn't add that, did it?
No, +1.
Mm.
So
That was a stealth check,
40.
not a thievery technically, which is why.
Oh,
that's why.
sorry. It's the same bonus.
Same bonus, it'll be +1 higher, so that's a 40.
40. Yeah. Hopefully that's enough.
40. My lord.
As it
Then
turns out-
doors open.
I would like to note a 40, just for a comparison on the locks, would unlock the outermost layer of the Imperial Vault.
Yeah. That's,
Okay.
A 40 is quite high.
40 is
Alright.
no joke.
You think you have slipped the lock on that?
All right.
It was a good lock. It's not Imperial Vault lock.
You get Vicus hefts himself back and then whispers to Ceres, "It's open."
I guess Sarah's is just gonna walk in like she knows what she's doing.
You're not going to try and sneak in, you're just going to try and just like go quickly and just like, I know what, I'm supposed to be here.
I have a +3 in stealth. I feel like Ceres is better off just acting.
Just walk like
better.
you know what you're doing. No one's gonna
Exactly.
know any better. I mean, they're
Yeah.
distracted down there, so.
Ceres likely has a key in her bag, from something. So she'll just walk up to the door like she knows exactly what she's doing, pull the key out, fake turn the lock, and open it.
Do give me a performance or deception.
Meanwhile, I'm finding the bathroom so I don't appear in the middle of everyone.
That makes good sense.
Because this
There.
lasts a minute or something. Yeah.
Well, I don't think I have another.
Surely you have a hero point.
I don't have a hero point unless I gained
Can I
one
give
at
you
any
mine?
point.
There. Ceres walks with all the brazen confidence of someone who knows that they shouldn't be here.
Oh no.
It-
I
Maybe
half
not.
expected the key to actually fit and you accidentally locking the lock again.
I'm accidentally locked the lock.
Oops.
Yeah, I don't think hero points can be used on other people's rolls.
You cannot share them.
Oh, that's a shame.
Ugh.
But it's all that kind of brazen confidence as you kind of walk over, almost whistling innocently as you open the door and
Oh
walk in.
no.
Oh man.
Bit overdone, yeah.
Oh well.
You walk inside, but everyone noticed you walked inside.
I walked
That's
inside.
fine.
Whatever.
You could have been invited in there. Who knows?
Yeah.
Which
You better talk quick.
yeah. Right. 1 second.
Should
Oh.
we stop here? For
Yeah,
We
we
will be-
probably.
We
Yeah.
will be stopping here in just a moment. Yes, we will not be going for another round now.
because
the-
things gonna go.
But so as you walk on into the music room here, you see the full-blood elf Julia playing away at the piano, which is well, actually, I mean, it's really out of tune. It's not bad, but it's really out of tune. Someone get a piano tuner in here, quick. But what you also witness in here, interesting. There's two other, technically three other individuals.
Okay.
You see a fancy-looking cat sitting on the harp, and two young boys, one of which you definitely recognize to be Duke Finian Ran. Currently sitting down, kind of chatting to each other, but also looking sort of bored. And looking rather surprised when suddenly an elf blatantly walks in whistling.
Do we have the mental thing going, or is that not a thing anymore?
There's no permanent mental connection between everyone.
Not anymore.
Yeah, no, sorry, I don't have that anymore.
Vickers can send a message saying, success.
Yeah, I mean maybe.
It's
If you do that, I'll
fine.
certainly move over there.
But
Maybe. Yeah.
we will finish up for today.
Alright.
And we will find out what Ceres can do in there next time.
I just need to
You'll have a hero
convince.
point for next time.
Oh my god, yeah. I just need to convince the Duke that he really wants to like me. Enough to dissuade anybody.
Yeah.
Or people are getting fireballed, I just say.
I mean, I have the hope that just opening the door for him literally is enough for him to just take charge and participate.
I really, I hope so. Yeah, I think it'll
Like all he needs in his life is a bit of chaos, and we're here, so that's easy.
I mean,
Boy, do we have chaos.
I mean, I enjoy this as a quote just for the group in general. All we need in life is a little bit of chaos.
Yeah.
Why
I
you
think
have
that's
me
a
in the campaign?
Joker quote.
Isaac the Joker Red Town.
Very
That's-
low-key
that's-
Joker, but yes.
That's basically his motto. Like you just see what life throws at you.
And if it's
You know
nothing,
what to-
do something.
If you know what to expect every hour of every day, then what's the point?
Sure
Yes.
enough.
We will pick up next time. Everyone having a hero point at the start of next time. So
Oh,
Yes.
exciting.
I have an exam tomorrow early,
Yes.
so I gotta go to bed.
Oh,